Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. We're going to talk about Vechain and vTHO today. And the vTHO is back. Now, some of you might not know why that is, why it disappeared the last 2 weeks. It's because of Chinese New Year. Now, Chinese New Year is like Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and all those holidays in America wrapped into one. It is a 2-week-long vacation. So the vTHO burn kind of like went down right before the 12th and then like came back up. Right after last Friday. You can tell from the vTHO burn. We had 82,000 on the 20th, 103, 148, 90, and then like 24th, 110, and then afterwards, like the smallest was 126, didn't go below 100 again, and then we're slowly rising up. Yesterday was 230. We were at 2 to 3 million vTHO burn during that entire 2 weeks, but now like yesterday was 7 million, today is 5 million, and I expect it to actually keep going up as the week goes on or as we advance into March, and we might actually have some announcements. I mean, I know we're going to have some announcements because we know that Vechain 2.0 is going to come out sometime this month, most likely. And then hopefully we have some news on VSwap and DeFi. Although the news on VSwap and DeFi will be probably by third-party developers developing on the Vechain blockchain, because Vechain itself is focusing on the enterprise portion of it. We'll probably also have some news from other sources like Hacking AI, OceanX, and other stuff now that the CNY New Year is over. The Lunar New Year isn't only celebrated in China, it is celebrated all over Asia. So basically that region of the world is a little bit shut down during the 2 weeks that is actually happening. So it's nothing to actually like get freaked out about, because it's essentially like how business shuts down during the last week of the year in the United States, for those of you that don't know about the traditional Asian holiday in these two. And the Lunar New Year is actually on a different date each year. It depends on the cycle of the moon, hence Lunar New Year. As for Vechain and vTHO prices, vTHO is going to have more burn as we get back to it. But when we actually had that last vTHO pump, Vechain actually rocketed above 10 million vTHO burn per day. We're still generating about 37 a day. So I think the next breakpoint, maybe for another vTHO pump, would maybe be about 15 to 20 million a day. If we can sustain that amount, vTHO might go for another burn. There's always rumors on Reddit about vTHO pumps from Reddit groups. I wouldn't pay too much attention to those things. And the reason I wouldn't really pay too much attention to those things is because a lot of them are fake, and a lot of them will want you to pump on the date that they actually dump. So if you're looking for another vTHO pump, it's probably going to be a few weeks at least. And when it actually pumps at the end of the day, you should probably sell it, because it always does go for retracing. You can buy for a lower price. You can buy vTHO on Binance.us. I think Voyager might also have it, but I'm not sure. Or Crypto.com might also have it, but I am actually not sure of that. I don't really use Crypto.com myself. So if you see the vTHO burn number go above, consistently above 15 million or 15 million over several days, you might think about buying back into vTHO. Otherwise, I would sit tight and just hold my VET while generating more vTHO. vTHO does tend to pump when the vTHO burn goes up and sustains that level for a couple of days. But besides that, it's usually pretty even. It does, like, vTHO is a trader's dream. It usually like gyrates negative 20% plus 20% on any given day. So there's a lot of trading value to be had there. VET itself, I do expect Vechain 2.0 to actually generate some FOMO. Like when they actually announce a date for Vechain 2.0, I expect the price to go up maybe a week or two before that date, and then maybe top off at that date. If VSwap comes out with DeFi, it'll blow up even further. So I think right now it is a pretty good discount to buy Vechain at this point, because Bitcoin is still low. Once Bitcoin kicks up, if it goes back up to like 60,000, Vechain will probably break 6 cents, and I believe that's a pretty good just kind of like return on your investment. I think it will like be slightly greater than Bitcoin's going up to that point. And if VSwap and VSwap and Vechain 2.0 comes out at that, we might actually break 10 cents. So I think right now Vechain's pretty much at a discount. You could wait for a last dip to get at 3.8, but I think 4.1 right now is a pretty good buy. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.